Hello, YouTube. Welcome to our
welcome.
channel. All right, you're on Let's Talk with
Sheila
and Jordan J. Thank you so much for being here with us. For all of our new viewers, please hit that subscribe button. All right, we got no one on as of yet, so we're probably going to give it a few minutes.
Also, hit some like buttons. We need some likes. So when you're in here, please, we need the likes.
Yes, courtesy.
So we're glad you're here. We came on a little late because we had some technical difficulties. Jordan and I are just getting into doing the live, so we're going to get better. But like I said, setting up the live, sometimes we had some difficulty. But let's just get right into it because today we are here, or tonight, we are here to talk about Ready to Love.
Okay.
And she's ready, and he's ready, and we're ready to love.
As always, she's going to do that, so thank you. Thank you very much.
I thought I'd just do a little something for you all tonight.
Break it down for us.
We're here for Ready to Love, and we're happy to be here tonight, right?
So we just finished watching the episode, okay? The new episode. This is the Meet the Exes, basically. So Tommy, I don't know why they love doing this. I guess it brings a lot of enjoyment,
and some drama, maybe.
Definitely drama. Ladies had to introduce the guys this week to their exes. And that kind of went well with some, others not so much, as you know. But first, we had to talk about, and let me just get the clip up. Eric. Okay, so Eric is...
Can we take a moment for Eric? Okay.
Moment of silence. Okay, yes. Eric did depart us. Sad, Ready to Love fam. He's gone. We will no longer see his beautiful self or his food.
Handsome. I know, right? He won't be cooking anymore, right?
He's out the door. Obviously, all that drama with Dakiya and, him getting a little too handsy now.
Right.
He had to take a step back and what he calls self-reflect as, I forgot, how old is Eric right about now?
I mean, I'm sure he's definitely in his 40s.
Okay.
And but he did. So, I think I was glad that he took accountability, that something was done. He did take that accountability. To me, I don't know if we really got a clear picture of what really went down, but whatever went down, it wasn't appropriate.
Well,
right?
it looked like he agreed.
That's what I was going to say. So it wasn't appropriate.
Yeah, like you said.
Whatever went down, and he definitely, he apologized for it. And he self-eliminated. So this is how Ready to Love started, with Eric coming on talking to Tommy. And Tommy, he's so cool. And he's like, I really do like you, Eric. You know what I'm saying? And you a stand-up kind of man, And Eric was like, and thank you, Tommy, for our relationship where I feel like I can really talk to you. As he was like, on his way out the door. So Eric, we're gonna miss you.
Yes, we are. Definitely.
We hope to see you again on television.
Well, he's gonna be at the reunion, I hope.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be at the reunion.
At the reunion.
Yes, because Kamisha Review, she dropped some tea today. Kamisha's always dropping that tea, that hot tea. And we always picking that hot tea up. And so Kamisha made it very clear that Eric was self-eliminating tonight, but he will be at the reunion. So I look forward to seeing Eric again.
Maybe we'll learn a little bit more. Hopefully.
Yeah, what happened?
Explain those text messages, group chats that are going around. Maybe we'll get
who's showing what,
and to the bottom of it,
right? And who leaked what?
So let's go ahead and get on into.
Hello, ladies. Hey, Ellen, Jay Williams. Hello, and who else I got on here? Goody. What's going on, Goody? Okay, so let's get right into it.
Yes. So meeting the exes, we start out with Joy. Her ex, what was his name again? Sean. Okay, so her ex name was Sean. And she brought along Laverne, which I was shocked to see Laverne there.
I know.
And Clifton, obviously,
Well, Clifton was going to be there. Clifton been the number one since day one.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Right? So we knew Clifton was going to be there.
I thought he was going to be the only one. I was shocked to see Laverne there. I mean, they had that one day, and it was cool. They had a lot of energy at that day, but I didn't think it was anything that signified like they was going to go anywhere beyond that.
Yeah, but Laverne made it very clear that, you know what I'm saying, he was still in the game. And if what was his name again? Her
Sean.
ex. If Sean agreed with it, they can just go ahead and ex Clifton out of this. He can go ahead and say who's the best man for Joy, Laverne, and that's what he told Sean.
Yeah, that was Laverne was trying to swoo a little bit.
Yeah,
Sean, right? More than he
right.
was trying to swoo dang Joy. I'm like, who you on a date with, Sean or Joy? Like, because you trying to convince Sean to convince her, and it's kind of like that's not how the game works.
But then that's just Laverne playful attitude.
Yeah, he was definitely
just,
playful.
You know what I'm saying? So. So that was good. And then we had Clifton.
Yeah, serious Clifton. Yeah, he came in like Clifton, a bull.
What? Like a bear. Okay, Clifton was like, I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this.
And basically, what do I need to learn from somebody who's failed at their job? How to not screw up. I was like, oh, Clifton.
We all know Clifton got away with words.
Yeah, he does.
And he definitely had a way with his words for that date.
He
was just definitely not feeling that. And that was cool.
His personality definitely outshone Laverne, which if that's possible.
I know, right? But it's so funny because Laverne seems to be like so hyper and just, he's just a go-getter and he's going to let you know I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Vern has entered the room.
He's always positive, optimistic.
But on the other side, Clifton, he makes a presence too when he enters a room.
Oh, yeah.
But they just seem to have so much different personalities, right? You know what I'm saying? Because Clifton just
very serious.
Yeah, and he's just a matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? He was like,
but he couldn't say it in a way that's not like too offensive either. Like he it's joking, but it's kind of like you dead serious. Like you kind of know, like, all right, I'm not playing around, but in a way, I'm not trying to be rude either.
Right, but then again, I'm not gonna pretend to be something I'm not.
That's
understand?
Yeah, he was definitely just himself,
definitely on that.
unapologetic.
So looking like,
but Sean liked that. Sean liked
that. He did like that.
And we hated that he likes it. I think that's what he said.
It was cringe for Sean. It wasn't cringe for was you because you liked Clifton, was it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Clifton is a likable person. He's just himself and he's just real. You understand? So with that being said, Clifton is just like you said, unapologetically Clifton. Yeah. And so after the date, what happened? What happened? Who did Sean like and who did Sean, who did he prefer?
He preferred Clifton. So he said that I think Laverne had too much of a kind of superficial, childish, not really deep or anything beneath that other than,
he did think he was a little
macho, kind of confident guy.
Confident,
not really showing your weaknesses or what you can improve
and no
on.
Substance.
Right.
I kind of thought that he was kind of saying that he felt. I don't feel that way, but it seemed like he may have felt that Laverne didn't have a whole lot of substance. He didn't bring a lot. Yeah. And I don't know, I guess that's.
Laverne said you got to know me and get to know me before I can just show you who I am. So we already know he's closed off and
you're right
up at all times.
Cliff is definitely stiff with his
Laverne,
for sure. With his exes. He definitely is. And here's Cliff to say bye haters.
Yes.
Ellen, Goody, he did say bye haters. So anyway, moving right along.
Okay, let's go to the next. Oh, all right, Carmen. First of all,
okay.
That outfit, right?
Okay, what was it? All that? Okay, did anybody see the show? If you didn't see the show, Ready to Love Tonight, please watch it. Carmen, oh my God.
Oh, she come with it.
What?
Every
she had
time.
This, oh my God. What was that? Leopard print? Oh my God. Yo, Carmen, look, you did that, girl. You look
she had her
beautiful.
ex holding a tray of I'm like,
he looked like he was like, why am I the ex?
Her,
look like Carmen is the reason I'm the ex. Maybe I can get back in. Carmen, you wore that dress. I was like, oh my God, where did she get that dress from?
Oh, her ex name was Marcus. Okay, so Marcus was the ex. He was an older man.
He's a little old. Yeah, he's
definitely older.
But sometimes people prematurely get gray.
True. So she brought along Paul and Donovan on the date with her. Eric obviously would have been on there, but he kind of, had to go home and
who?
Eric.
Yeah.
She would have had Eric on there.
God, without a doubt, Eric would have been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she would have had 3 people on her date.
I think so too.
For sure, without a doubt. Carmen would have had Eric there. because they made a cute couple as well.
Yeah,
too.
they
So,
did.
you know, and I think they had a lot of unfinished business between Carmen and Eric on the show.
Yeah, he definitely left everything kind of out in the open. Like it just happened, that incident, and he was gone the next day.
I know,
he was
right?
Like out of here.
He was in and out, and he was a late comer too.
Exactly. So we didn't really get much screen time with Eric, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately, but hopefully we'll see him at the reunion.
So this day was a little interesting because Marcus was asking a lot of jealousy questions.
Right. And both these gentlemen, Paul probably like, boo, I'm not jealous. Why should I be? And Donovan too. Donovan was like, look, I'm a very confident man. You know what I'm saying? Why would I be, insecure?
Basically
jealous, of somebody else. I was like,
no man, no man, no career. Like
I was like, yeah, Donovan.
For sure. We all know Donovan gonna come strong, kind of show
God.
that.
I know, right? I'm feeling, yes, I'm so feeling him.
Paul, how you felt about his answers to Marcus?
I don't know. Paul was he was a little stuck in his. What was Paul? I don't know.
Was it fake confidence he was trying to give off?
He just wasn't feeling.
For somebody who asked a lot of questions.
For somebody
he was
kind of thrown off. He was
a little thrown off.
He definitely wasn't feeling all these questions.
Like she's got a lot.
And then he was like, I've been in that realm of with people and stuff, celebrity. So I know how to act.
Girl, wasn't that shade? Mark was like, what do you do again?
I know. Yeah, so what did he do when he said that? And what did
software analyst?
He's
like,
okay.
Software
analyst.
Kind of went a little quiet
there. I know it did, like crickets.
Like he didn't believe that Paul could be in those spaces.
In the spaces with the celebrity. You ain't kidding. Because first of all, I'm going to say this. Paul he's a musician too. And he plays music. And sometimes if you ever see him, he has lives. He does some of his lives. And a lot of times he'll play some of his music. He'll play some of his beats. So I can see that Paul could have maybe been in some of the spaces with celebrity based on just music itself,
Yeah.
And Paul got a lot of charisma. So, I think Paul has he's hung with some of the best. And if not, he probably knows a lot of people. Definitely being a musician and definitely making beats. Yeah, I'm sure Paul is out there. So,
okay, well.
But anyway, he was kind of offensive though, to Paul. We're not gonna have you trying to handle Paul like that, okay? Because Paul delivers every show, okay?
Let's go ahead. Let's move on. You want to go to the next?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. So we had Miss Ace, and she brought her ex Devon along.
I know, right?
Very shocking to see. I didn't think that was her type. I don't know. Like he had the tattoo all in the middle of
You did? You see the dress?
Yeah, he does seem like a holistic type. After he started talking.
Yeah. And he was spiritual. He's probably like a priestess. You understand? He's probably real spiritual. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I believe so. I could see. I could see. Yeah. How did you feel about him?
I like Devon. Devon was getting down dirty. Okay, Devon was like kind of bring out competition between the two a little bit. So we had Laverne again. Laverne had his second date.
Laverne was winning.
He was real popular.
Laverne was winning.
And Tori, which I was shocked to see Tori along today because I have not seen him in Miss Ace at all.
On a date, but they heavily flirt. They heavily flirt, a lot, and they communicate.
Yeah,
but as far as being on a date, you're right. I've not seen Tori and Ace on a date
connecting, but it was cute. Really Tori, cute. He's so soft spoken and just sweet in general. So when Devon asked the whole alpha question, and obviously Tori gave the most Tori answer he possibly could, like. There's no dominating my woman, and
I know.
It's not necessarily dominating. It's just kind of like. Who's gonna be the lead in the relationship?
Clearly Tori not having no lead as far as he not taking the lead.
Well, I don't know if he knows who would be the lead and who wouldn't be. I think he's more like a give. You be the lead sometime. I'll be the lead sometime.
Yeah, he goes back and forth, and then his demeanor. I think Tori just has a really sensual soft kind of demeanor. You know, I don't want to say emotional, but kind of emotional. But I definitely, and this is nothing, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm saying anything about Tory, because I think he's a great guy, but I don't see him as being like a really alpha male. I don't see him as being an alpha male. I just see that he's very supportive, but definitely not an alpha male. And that was one thing that Devon, he definitely picked up on, that, you know, Tory's not really alpha, and Laverne is probably too much alpha.
Laverne is definitely something. Like, if we could just crack that shell, just to really see, right?
I wish we could see. But he has that shell up. Laverne does. And I think all that pretend, you know, that talking, laughing, comical is all a shield.
Yeah.
I mean, it may be just me. What do you all think? Do you think that Laverne is kind of like hiding behind his personality? You know, do you think it's something behind that, you know, that big personality? Let me say that. He has a big personality. You know, he has a big footprint. When he walks in the room, everybody knows Laverne is in there. But do you think he's really hiding somebody behind that? You know, like another sensual side. I guess that's my word for the night. Sensual.
Okay.
Oh, but anyway,
definitely.
I don't know. I think Laverne, you know, is definitely hiding. Could, you know, hiding something. But then Laverne said he already told he don't trust women. So, you know what I'm saying? Why would I let y'all know all about me so y'all can turn around and use it against me? So,
throw it in my face.
Laverne had a way with words. I was like, well, I guess so, if that's how you feel. But isn't this a show? But you're supposed to be trying to get to know people and letting them know you, and doing something completely different. So Laverne, you know, you can't be coming in openly letting the people know, I don't trust you, and I ain't gonna let y'all know anything about me to use against me when you're on a show Ready to Love. So maybe, you know, I'm not sure if you're gonna be on any more shows Ready to Love, because you may find your love. And if you find your love, I'm so happy for you. So with that being said, who do you think?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Who do you think would be the best fit for Ace? I'm just saying, who do you all think would be the best fit? I think that's a hard question. It's not an easy question.
No, it's not. I honestly kind of like Tory for her, though, in a way. I didn't think I would. I always thought Laverne would be, somebody like, well, I always thought that she would be good for Laverne. I didn't necessarily think that maybe Ellen. Laverne would be good for Ace. But I like Tory. I think he's just, you know, he's just sweet. And I think they could definitely get to an emotional, they have a stronger emotional connection, I think. So
Okay. So
they could build something from that versus, you know, trying to crack down a wall, like, you know, taking a long time.
So Tory and Ace.
Yeah, I think Tory and Ace.
This is the millennium call, Tory and Ace. So let's see. I mean, I'm not gonna make a call yet on either one of them.
Okay.
I just want to see kind of where it goes a little bit more.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna make a call between Ace, Laverne,
and Tory. We'll see. It
Okay,
looked like everybody tonight had two. So let's go to the next.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Sabrina actually has 3. So I, you know, forget what I just said. I said,
I know, right? Okay. Sabrina, she had 3.
3 connections.
2,
yes.
3 dates.
Okay, her favorite Demetrius, y'all know.
Number 1.
Tory, okay, took a back seat these past few episodes. And then Donovan, who is somebody that is coming up in the game right now in Sabrina's mind. So Demetrius and Sabrina had their own one-on-one date with the ex, Milton.
Yeah, it was Milton.
And then Donovan and Tory were paired on that date.
That was kind of it. So let's talk about first Demetrius and Sabrina. Okay. So Demetrius, he was very reluctant to go. He was like, I'm not sure about this. I'm not, you know, I've not been accustomed to having to meet anybody.
I haven't been trained yet.
You know, like,
to handle
you know, I don't know how I feel about this, but I can't tell you I'm not feeling good. So Demetrius had a lot to say that he was really reluctant. But when he saw Milton,
well, first of all, they had a lot of physical similarities as far as the beard, dark chocolate. So I guess he connected first off of that.
Yeah.
And then Milton was a little bit more reserved, which I think obviously Demetrius, like Demetrius is a very reserved person.
Yes,
so he was like, okay, so this is her type.
Yeah, so he was like actually feeling Milton.
Yeah.
And now he thinks, I guess he and Milton had a lot.
Bond.
Yeah, bond. So Demetrius was like, okay, I'm feeling it. This ain't that bad. So I was like, all right, Demetrius, now you ain't open up. So you open up to Milton. But that's okay, Demetrius, as long as you open up to somebody. That's all that matters. So, and what did the ex think of?
He likes Demetrius.
He liked Demetrius.
I think he thought they could go the distance.
Yeah, he definitely did.
He did have a question though about who would be like, is he okay with somebody that would kind of battle him on certain decisions? Like, so obviously Sabrina is kind of an alpha woman, right? She's not going to be so submissive.
Sabrina's definitely alpha.
I think that's going to be a problem because obviously Demetrius is that military man. So he's kind of like, there's one leader. Like, I'm the leader. You follow me. Like, so for me to have to go,
he's retired military. So
20 years is
20 years retired
20 years
military.
Structured. Like,
so that's it. You know, we have some family members who have been, in the military, and they've been out probably 10, 20 years, and they see a structure. So when you in the military, you live a certain life, and definitely you probably want a certain type of lady.
Yeah, I think you have to have kind of a certain type of way because you're a certain type of guy.
Right. So then that's why I said it's gonna be very interesting because Sabrina doesn't seem like she's an alpha lady, alpha woman. And then Demetrius alpha. So I'm not really sure how this is going to connect.
Yeah.
But
hopefully
there again,
their communication is a lot better.
Yeah, they have to have communication. Well, that was one thing that Demetrius was kind of concerned about, right? That Sabrina has to be in the know about everything.
That's
like,
right.
He was like,
yeah, she kind of going to want to make decisions along with you. I don't know how far in relationships you have to start, adding someone into that. But
so Demetrius, watch
out.
He
has that to look forward to.
Yeah. So Demetrius, watch out.
Maybe he can work on that because I know he's in therapy and stuff. So
So let's move on to the next date.
The double date.
Okay. Yeah, but who was the first of the double date?
Tori arrived. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Tori. Oh my God. Tori,
if you couldn't see, I know he was just pouting the entire time. He came in there, kind of reluctant, although he put on a mask in the beginning, kind of to say, yeah, I'm still in it, but not really.
Yeah,
he was like, it was like a mask, but it wasn't. It was like a half mask.
And then he was like saying he couldn't be fake. He wasn't really feeling this. He don't understand how Sabrina got all these connections. She got connections with Demetrius. And supposedly me. I was like, wait.
It was Shay.
Tori. I understand that you say they give you a bad edit cut. But sometimes we're going to have to watch what we say. We're going to have to rear it back because you was kind of being real shady.
Take some accountability, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
on the reunion, when we.
And then what did Sabrina say? I'm always real nice to you, Tori. Yeah. And then what did he say? As she said.
Yeah, I know.
Wait. Even Milton was like, wait.
What's wrong? Right?
Tori, you wasn't feeling the exes. You wasn't feeling Sabrina. I don't know why you even came.
That's what I was just about to say. You could have said no.
You should have said, "Nah, I'm good."
If you were to come on national TV like this, really
salty,
like
real salty,
like someone just did him,
right? Well, it's clear he hadn't gotten over the truth of their date. Yeah. He hasn't gotten over that, and and I'm just
no, he was not. Ellen Tori was not here.
Ellen, no, he was. Tori was like, look, I'm a real brother. You know what I'm saying? And look, and then, oh my God, when Donovan walked in, he looked like he could have just died. Then Tori, I said, y'all just tortured Tori on this episode.
And was Sabrina not just lusting over her? Like, Tori this way, she this way.
And this is Tori.
Side eye the whole time.
Tori was salty. Oh my God. And then only to have to listen to like Eric, not Eric, but Milton, cool over Donovan. Mm-hmm. You remember how he was just feeling Donovan?
Like, because Donovan, he sit up straight, he got
and Donovan had questions. Donovan was like, that's my man. Donovan is my man. Just let y'all know. I love his energy. I love like his love language.
Oh yes,
affirmation and touch.
Touch on me and tell me I'm beautiful.
What? Yes, touch me, baby, and tell me I'm the one. But anyway, so Donovan came with questions. Yeah. Donovan was like, "Okay, so tell me, what type of lady do you think Sabrina needs?" Mm-hmm. And that was great because Tori had no questions. Tori looked like he just had mad attitude. And I was like, wait, Tori.
I feel like Tori thought he was going to come in there and kind of show Sabrina, like, I'm going to show you better than I can.
The ladies love me.
Yeah, exactly,
like, what you missing.
Yeah, right.
And how you hurt me.
Exactly.
And I'm going to let you know.
Did you think that's what it was? You missing out, so. Let me show you what you're missing out on.
So yeah, but Tori,
and it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work for Tori. Unfortunately, Tori, I'm sorry, it didn't work for you. It didn't give you a good look. Mm-mm. But Donovan he won some brownie points. Donovan he made it even clear. Donovan was like, look, I'm comfortable. I'm a charmer. And, I think it's definitely something between us.
Yes.
And he was very clear. Mm-hmm. And I like that. And I think Milton liked that about
Donovan. He did, because he asked, like, at this moment, like, would you choose her? Like, would you take her home? And Donovan was like, yeah, like, absolutely. He was very sure of himself. And Tori was kind of giving, like, going all the way around the world.
I didn't know whether Tori knew whether he wanted to be with Sabrina. Did he want to be there?
I need someone to show me interest. And I need to know that it's mutual feelings and all this before I can commit myself, which, okay, I get it.
We understand. But he didn't see a lot to be really open about it. He definitely not confident.
Or open, like you said, he was not
he wasn't open. He definitely wasn't confident. I don't know. And Tori had no questions to ask. Tori's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Tori looked like he had already. He looked like he had checked out.
Yeah.
Tori looked like he has checked out. Now, maybe I'm the only one that's seeing that. And if I am, can y'all please let me know? Yes, Ellen. He was done. Ellen B, she's like, oh, yeah. When Donovan came in, Tori like he was done. Yes, he was done. Like, done. Stick a fork in him. He was done. I was like, ooh, Tori. But anyway, so Milton, who was his choice for Sabrina?
He actually, I don't really know. Like, it was like two kind of. Demetrius, he had nothing but good things to say. He, if you have rough times, this would be the guy that, you could lean back on and you guys could get through it.
Right.
And then he said Donovan was the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, he was the gift that keeps on giving. He was like, if you want to be happy, if you didn't, what I'm saying? Keep in, have the rest of your life. Donovan is your man. I was like, I knew he was. I was like, I was like feeling Milton. So yeah, Gwendolyn, hello. Thank you for coming. I see you. How you doing? But yeah, so I was really surprised about that.
I think he ended up ultimately choosing Donovan.
Yeah,
he
did. And then what about when they got ready to leave? Okay, Donovan, Donovan, you gave a little hug, gave a little pet. But was you trying to go in for the lean? I thought Donovan was going to give her a little smack.
What is it, the 80? Or you get an 80 and she get a 20?
Yeah. But Donovan, when Donovan hugged and gave a little, it looked like he paused a little bit. I was like, you ain't doing the lean, are you, Donovan? That lean get y'all in trouble.
Please don't be kissing on Sabrina in front of Tori.
Because you remember what Eric said about that lean. The kid went on and leaned in on him. So y'all better watch that lean.
He obliged.
Yeah, because people they be feeling funny on Readytolove when y'all go in. And I could have sworn Donovan, let me know. Was she finna give Sabrina a little kissy kiss? Was you feeling her? Because I feel like you was. But anyway, it was so cute. Her. But I think they are a very cute couple.
Yeah,
they are beautiful. Both of them. He's handsome. She's beautiful, and I think they would make a very good couple. I hope so, but I don't know if that. No,
your final.
It's not going to be my final because I'm still trying. Like, Sabrina had 3 guys that she bought on a date to meet her ex.
One self-eliminated. So let's just say 2 more.
Okay, so Tori, okay, he's self-eliminated. So now she got, but I mean, she still got 2 different types of men. You understand? Mm-hmm. So she got Demetrius and she got Donovan. So again, who does she choose? And I'm just not sure where Sabrina is.
That's true. What she wants in her life right now.
I'm just not really sure with Sabrina. You know, and then one of the good things he was saying her ex was about she has a social justice type of job. So I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe she's a lawyer, but anyway, she's out there fighting social justice issues day after day, day after day. So you remember back when she first came on, she said that she normally can be very uptight. You remember she said, so she really needs someone to kind of help her relax because of her job. So now I can understand. So with that being said, who do you, I mean, it makes me think
Donovan.
Yes, Donovan. Sure. It's just like winning.
You're right. That's a great point to bring up.
So anyway, she said that early on. And so right now, if she needs that person, I just feel like Donovan would be that person for her. Not the free snacks. Look, Gwendolyn Betty Tori just showed up for the free snacks. He struggled to be relaxed. Gwen, he definitely struggled to be relaxed. I felt like I was squirming for Tori. I was like, Tori, it's gonna be all right. Like, remember,
want to go give him a hug.
Yeah, you want to just give him a group hug and just say, you gonna make it. You're gonna be all right. I've seen some of Tori's IG live, but lately he just he actually deleted or he inactivated his IG live
coming out.
So Tori he's a very sensitive person, but he's a very deep person. He's just a very genuine person too. So he's gonna have to connect with somebody who has a kindred soul like him, I think. You know what I'm saying?
And please don't have no other man in your life at the time, because no competition for Tori. Okay?
Yeah, I think this
all his focus. Yeah. All of it.
Do you think he kind of got some PTSD off that chief and dance? I feel like
ever since then,
Tori, it's just really messed up. Tori, like his equilibrium is really off that. I really think he was just completely shocked. But I don't know how you shocked.
Because
you are on a show and you know everybody's dating everybody. But Tori can't seem to get himself together.
No, because Tori put all his eggs in one basket, and that's Tori's problem. Okay. So we're going to go on to the next now. And that was Tina, okay? Tina, she had 2 that she brought along.
She had 2.
Okay, Tina. Paul and Demetrius, another one for the win. Okay.
I love it about Paul. What did Paul say about her ex, BJ?
Okay. Age difference is there. That was like the first thing Paul noticed was like the age. Was he did he want her to be with somebody that was along his age? Does that bring along maturity? Is that what he thought? Like, because maybe if she was with someone my age and I know she's mature.
But then that's the same thing. I can't wait to see who he brings to meet them next week. Paul will have somebody to meet. Because I want to know, is Paul dates older or does Paul date young?
Well, I don't think it's gonna be the exes.
Oh, it's not gonna be the
friends from what it looked like. From what I saw in the previews.
So it's the best friends. Oh shoot. I would love to have seen some of Paul,
I would too.
Just to see what he likes, especially age-wise.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Christina had her ex BJ.
Yes,
meet
BJ.
Paul
her
again.
high school ex. So they was together for how long?
I know.
Sweetheart.
It seemed like for a while. Because clearly they're not high school age. I mean, I'm just saying they're in their 30s.
Yeah.
So they probably were dated for a while. But what did you think? What did Paul say? He said, is she really ready to jump up to his level? I was like, all right.
Well, BJ was asking them questions as far as like, are you ready to love?
Right.
Do you think like you've done the work?
Right, and you ready, right?
Enter, and of course, Demetrius talked about his therapy and
right.
how he's still working on himself right now. But
And communication is very important.
Yes.
Very important to Demetrius, communication.
Which something Tina may be lacking in as far as, because BJ was going in on Tina.
Know, right? I was like,
did she give him the assignment?
I know. I was like, did you get the assignment, BJ?
You went hard.
You on Tina's side, not to give up anything about Tina.
Yeah,
especially when you remember when he said something about
her anger issues too. He
brought up anger,
and
communication. And then I want to say he called her raging. Then he said she get in a rage. I was like, wait, BJ, you missing the assignment, boo. We trying to get Tina her ready to love, so we don't need you to mess it up, right?
Man, exactly. But the whole communication, she ghosts, she gets distant, she cutthroat, she don't care. I was like, damn.
I was too. I was like,
why you like, he had some feelings. I don't know if he was still upset. Maybe some PTSD was going on in his mind. He even brought up an incident when she bust through his door or with the phone, cracked his phone. And it's like,
why was BJ Shea having backflashes? Nobody didn't want to know about you and
right. We're not getting back together, boy. I'm trying to move on. Like, what are you doing?
Why did it seem like that's what he wanted? Because he was like trying to run them off. And if that's what he was doing, he was trying
like
to.
Because Demetrius wasn't feeling that as far as.
No, Demetrius was like, that was a serious problem.
I don't like that.
Demetrius like,
he reminded me of Walter a little bit last season when Mume got up and walked away.
Yeah.
I do that.
I don't like that, Walter. I don't like that. You're right about Demetrius did not like that she doesn't have a good communication. She's not communicate well. And he didn't like her, anger. He didn't like her being like, somebody to fly off. But then what about Paul?
Paul,
he's so laid back.
Right, exactly. Paul is just Paul. Like, do we really know what's going on in his head?
Right. You never. And then I think Paul is better when he's in charge. Because Paul likes to ask the questions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Paul likes to, judge and make sure, he sits and evaluates the situation, So he likes to be in control. This time, because he was, not in control. I thought he was kind of, he was thrown off. And Paul, he wasn't feeling it either. I think now, don't get me wrong. I think he likes Christina. I don't think that has anything to do with Paul and Christina. But I just don't think he was feeling this date at all. This ex. He just wasn't feeling it. And Demetrius wasn't feeling it either.
No.
But at the end, who did her ex thought was the best fit for Christina?
I think it was Paul, right?
Yeah, it was Paul. He thought Paul was the best fit for Christina, So that was very interesting that he thought that, So I guess we'll see, right?
Right. All right, let's move on. Okay. Miss Dakiya.
Oh Lord. And Clifton.
Yes, so Eric would have been another one of her choices if that whole thing didn't play out the way it did. I don't know what they was on, but whatever.
But Eric would have been in the house.
Yeah, and he wasn't. So Clifton, unfortunately, was subdued to another excruciating experience of meeting an ex. And being subjected to answering his questions
to another ex. I mean, he just walked in there like, Clifton, we can tell you don't want to be there, but you put in a good effort. Nah, you really don't put in a good effort. No, Clifton, you don't put in a good effort. You was definitely not feeling it. So anyway, Dakiya ex.
So Terrence, I really don't even. The only thing I really remember about that was Clifton feeling all over Dakiya and them having a strong physical connection, as Dakiya put it, because that to me is really all they've shown. I mean, they do have interest in traveling together, but
have you ever heard them like really have a good conversation?
No, that's what I'm trying to say. I know they
not like him and Joy,
right? Yeah. And I think that's just who.
But they have, like you said, but the physical is very strong.
Yeah. Clifton was definitely
it was interesting how pretty much he was all over Dakiya.
Yeah,
he was feeling all over her legs, and I would have thought, that would have been too much. You know what I'm saying? I would have thought she would have.
Clifton was trying to make him feel awkward because Clifton was feeling awkward. Well, so he was like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna take over this date.
Yeah, well, Clifton was definitely making him trying to make him feel awkward. That was absolutely what Clifton was doing. Mm-hmm. But I was just kind of surprised that Dakiya, based on what kind of transpire a little bit, with her letting him, kind of touch all on her. Like I said, if you like Clifton, which obviously you like him, and you all have a good connection, then hey, if you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if that's what y'all, that's how y'all mingle and get down, I think it's a good thing. I definitely don't think it's a bad thing, but it is an observation that I saw, But they seem to have had a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? And one thing Clifton did say, he was intentionally trying to make her ex uncomfortable. He said, but he didn't do it with joy. You heard him? He said, he missed the opportunity. He missed the opportunity.
I think because Laverne was there too, so it definitely been a little bit like,
Ellen, you're right. They have a lot of physical energy. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. Her choice of word, especially about after the incident, it was.
That's what I say. When you give off that energy, man, they take it to the next level. Like you playing along with it. So how are they supposed to know when too far is too far?
That's what I'm saying. You have to be real clear. Like you can't. I mean, I know we should be able to do whatever we want to do. I get it, but sometimes the chemicals that go along in the opposite sex, sometimes they chemicals, imbalance. And due to that imbalance, you know what I'm saying? They don't see stuff always.
They got animal
clear,
nature.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you give them a little, they're going to go further. You know what I'm saying? You give them a little bit, they're going to go even more. So, you have to be kind of careful with these men. You understand? Dakiya, but Dakiya is an older lady. It's not like she's, you know what I'm saying? When I say older, she's in her 40s, 39, 40. So she knows. She's been out there. She's been in the dating world. So she knows how to treat these men. But there again, you do have to be careful with the messages that we give off sometimes to the men because of that chemical imbalance. Now, if anybody disagree with me, I would love for us to have a conversation because I'm sure there's a lot of men out there feel the same way about women, that we have a chemical imbalance too, that makes us, emotional. And you may be right, but what I am finding out is some of you men, in the way that we handle things, we could, kind of sometimes, handle it maybe a different way. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, moving right along.
Yep, let's go. So that was the end of all of the dates. So then we had the round table, which obviously Tommy had to get down to the get down to figure out who's going home tonight.
Ladies Lounge.
You got a new song
at the wine bar. They're at the wine bar. I want to go to DC. I want to go to the wine bar in DC. We need to find out where they be hanging out at.
For sure. So let us know. Readytolove cast.
Let us know. Yeah, come on in sometime and comment, chat with us. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, if you haven't liked this video, please like the video now. Go ahead and do that. Subscribe for us if you are not already.
Please hit the like if you're here. Please, yes, hit the like. I'm glad you remember that. Yes. Wait. We got some cool. Wait, we're not getting ready to end it, but wait, let me just see if I can play my little cool. Bear with me. Okay, you see, you gotta subscribe. Wait, come on, where you at? Okay, you see the popcorn? Like and subscribe. Okay, that's the show. And if you're not liking and subscribing, I see you. So if you didn't hit the like button, then that means we are watching.
Big brothers.
I'm loving this. So anyway, okay, so we're gonna go back. Okay, I just had a little moment where I just had now we back. But anyway, hit the subscribe and the like button, and please come back.
Yes, for more.
Okay, so
back to the ladies' lounge. All right, let's see who is going home. So
well, let's wait first. Let me see. Wait. Okay. So as I have to tell you, who I'm gonna say who they didn't like. I will say the ladies. Tommy announced that Eric had self-eliminated. Joy says she's still feeling Clifton. Dakiya made it very known that she's feeling Clifton too, and that they have a very strong physical chemistry. And Joy was like,
oh yeah, she definitely would kind of hurt them look like.
Yeah, Joy sat up and she was like, but you know,
what you
Joy,
mean by physical?
But you know, Joy's so cool. Joy like, I got this locked down. You know what I'm saying? Joy like, yeah.
I don't know. I think Joy got a little that Clifton jealousy in her too. I think she could turn up on her too. Absolutely, absolutely. About hers,
I do think Joy had to have a conversation with Clifton
afterwards.
You know, it was a private conversation, but I definitely feel like it definitely was a conversation to have, especially the way she said it, because she made it very clear, like, you know, hey, we have a strong physical. Okay, there again, this is again
bragging about it, right?
Mixed messages. You have a strong physical chemistry with Clifton, but now we just had a big scene about Eric touching you in a way that it was inappropriate. So are you giving off sexual chemistry to one, or you just giving off sexual chemistry, period, and only the one that you want to be, you know, how should I say, the one that you want to be sexually touched by can, you know, you can flirt with him? Or is it that, I don't know. I'm getting a lot of mixed signals, Dakiya, from you. Just based on this episode, okay? I'm just gonna be, because you did clearly was all over Clifton, and you was allowing him to be all over you. But anyway, needless to say, Joy wasn't feeling Dakiya like Clifton. She didn't feel that. She wasn't feeling that. And Carmen, I think Carmen liked Donovan.
Yeah.
And she likes Paul too, right?
Yeah, she still likes
Carmen
Paul,
likes
absolutely.
Paul too. And Tina likes Paul. Okay. So those are the ones
and
who...
Sabrina, you said Sabrina?
Oh, I didn't say Sabrina. Sabrina, I think who's Sabrina like?
Demetrius and
yeah,
Donovan,
she does. She likes both. She likes
it's gonna be a pull. It's gonna be a tug and pull, because yeah.
What's the relationship that you have when it's like 3 people in it? What's the one?
Polyamorous usually.
Polyamorous.
Yeah, polyamorous, but
that's with 2 females.
Yeah, it's not usually 2 males.
Okay, but I mean, you know, hey, Sabrina,
especially those 2 males.
I don't think not so. Those 2, but anyway, I was just, you know, trying to see if we can make this work for you, Sabrina.
I was trying
to work it out for you, Sabrina. You know, you get a little bit of this, and get a little bit of that, get a little bit of this. You know, everybody be happy.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna move right along to who they didn't like.
Okay, to the dislikes.
Okay.
I heard some common names. I don't know.
Oh, wait, you gotta read. It was Joy and Carmen's face when Dakiya talked about their physical chemistry.
Yeah.
Especially with the IG post where they address it. Exactly. Thank you. Bam. So, okay. So anyway, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the camera. I got to get used to looking at the camera. But anyway, and I'm trying to look at the comments.
And the comments too. We in the comment section. Sorry. All right. We're going to get out. Go ahead with the dislike.
Okay. So anyway, okay, wait. So dislikes. Sabrina dislikes Laverne. Dakiya disliked Laverne. Tina disliked Laverne and Tori. Carmen disliked Laverne and Tori. Joy disliked Tori and Demetrius. It was so funny because Joy said it so fast. You remember Tom was like, okay, Joy, I knew you was going to say it.
Yeah,
like, Tori and Demetrius. He was like, okay, you don't waste no time. So it was really cute. So anyway, but Joy did make a comment that she thought, she's not feeling Tori, but she thought that since the show, right, that his spirits has changed. You know, he's become indifferent, you know, so she can see a change in it. But when she said that, did you see Sabrina's face?
Girl, she rolled her eyes so big.
Did anybody see Sabrina's face? Please let me know y'all saw Sabrina's face. Sabrina, we had to stop and rewind it because I was like, wait, it's Sabrina. Did she roll her eyes at Joy? She was like, She did
because
she did real sophisticated.
It was cute.
It was like it was
because she already knew the cameras was gonna come to her, and now the whole scene has turned to you and Tori.
Yes.
What is going on? Because this is really what we want to know about. Like,
So Sabrina.
How are you handling Tori?
I know, right? Exactly. And then what did Tori? But Sabrina didn't have no.
She didn't feel no type of way.
She didn't feel no way.
Absolutely. She was like, Tori came up to that episode, that day with my ex, showed his whole ass, or tried to, and then had the nerve to be kissing my friend Precious, because Precious and Sabrina are friends off the show. And we all know from that last episode, he tried to sneak in a kiss out of the blue.
Oh God.
So it makes sense now. It makes sense now why he went on that date with Precious and was doing all that. Yeah. Like, he is very extra right now.
Yeah, and that didn't seem like his personality.
Right.
And it wasn't.
It was all
clearly
to upset Sabrina, or
he did all
have
that.
word get back to her.
But to me that's a little bit immature. And the reason I'm saying immature, because Tori, you're a grown man. Why would you take someone like Precious on a date and kind of like, to me, mislead her? Why in the world you kissing her? And then you already done said we had empty conversations. Like, you was putting her down and trying to kiss her at the same time. Make it make sense. Right. You can't say you have an empty conversation with somebody. Try to kiss them. Then once you kiss them, you go, oh, it's nothing there. You remember he said, I realized it's nothing there.
I just had to confirm it with a kiss.
Yeah, with a kiss. But with all those empty conversations, you should have had confirmed it. So you cannot be playing with anybody. And I'm going to tell you something, Tori. Ladies talk, whether you know it or not. Precious probably went right back to Sabrina and let him know she don't know what's going on, but she probably didn't want no smoke with Sabrina over you. So she told Sabrina, he kissed me. And not only he kissed me, do you know he kissed her twice? When she first, I know we didn't see that. So shout out to Ready to Love Conversations. I saw that on Ready to Love Conversations. Shout out to him. But anyway, the tea was when he first walked in and they actually showed the picture, he kissed her.
On the lips.
Excuse me. Yes, on the lips. And then he kissed her again. So he kissed Precious twice that night. And again, Precious probably was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, exactly. Since when are you this affectionate and
especially when you were so butthurt at the truth or dare when Sabrina kissed nibbled on Demetrius' ear. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, Tori, everybody saw that, the whole world. Just be you, boo. I love you, but be you. Because you're right, Precious was mad Demetrius was being messy about her. Yeah. But she told Laverne some mess. That's true, Ellen. So we finna get to that. So anyway, long story short, who was the final two?
So obviously Laverne and Tori were in the bottom.
Not Laverne.
Yes,
not Tori.
Dakiya took Tori out on the dates.
And Dakiya, you look lovely. I just want to let you know. And Tori, you look handsome as ever. You all look beautiful. So I just want to let you all know. Dakiya looked beautiful. Yeah. So, and he looked handsome. But anyway, so Dakiya takes out Tori. So Tori and Dakiya go out. Yeah. And what do you think about, it
was cute. I actually thought they connected on this day. Apparently they talked offline, but this day was something
the first time they've ever been on a date.
Right. So, it was cute. Unfortunately, really she had to tell him, basically, you've been tripping since the truth or dare, and
and people ain't feeling you for real. Yeah,
what are you doing?
What are you doing? And Tori, like I said, he's a gentle soul. He's emotional. He's very open with his emotion. He's looking for something real. This is what Dakiya was. She didn't say everything that I'm saying. Some of this stuff I paraphrased and said it myself. But anyway, she said she didn't want to see Tori go home. And so that was that. So now, and she said she felt like there was room for improvement for Tori. So now, who was the next person on the bottom?
Boy, and I got
not Laverne,
because it went down. Okay,
not
between this
Sabrina.
Laverne and Sabrina. I don't know who sent Sabrina.
It was hard. It was a hard watch.
Apparently, that was the wrong choice because
it was a hard watch.
For some reason, Laverne got it in his Precious went and told for some reason that's what I meant. That was for some reason, right? That Sabrina, Carmen, and Tina were
plotting.
Yes,
to
get rid of Laverne.
Why was she? Wait, first of all, Precious not on the show no more.
Yeah, I don't know when
got all this info. Precious not on the show. So how did she get this info to tell Laverne? Think about it. She wasn't at the ladies' lounge.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When did she tell him this too?
Exactly. Right? But the thing about it had to be between
right before
after the ladies' lounge, and they voted on it, and before the date that he went on the last date with Sabrina. She had to tell him between it, but how did she know? But she definitely told him, because if you think about it, Sabrina, who did she not like? Laverne. Dakiya, who she didn't like? Laverne. Tina, who she didn't like? Laverne. How did Precious get all this information? Now, Carmen said Laverne as well, but Carmen, I don't think is good friends with Precious.
But Laverne said it was Carmen, Tina, and Sabrina.
Right. But what I'm saying is, how did Precious get all that information? Who been leaking? Who been leaking already the love information? Because somebody had to leak that.
Well, I don't understand why they would want to plot, or why he would even take someone's word that they're plotting against him. What need would there be to plot against Laverne? He only had connection.
Right, but this is what he's thinking. He's thinking that they plotted against him because he has a real connection with Ace. Whereas, now this is in Laverne's mind, Tori doesn't have a connection really with anyone. So I think Laverne is like, why would you all vote me off and not vote Tori off? And you know that I have a connection with Ace.
So you think something went down behind the scenes then for them to want to plot against?
I don't think it was a plot, so to say. I don't think it was a plot. I don't know if it was a plot. Allegedly, it could have been a plot. Allegedly, it wasn't a plot. Let me get this real straight. We just review what we see. And that's what we review. And I don't know if it was a plot, but I can see where Laverne thought it was a plot.
Well, something did go down, though,
and he definitely said Precious' name.
Something did go down, because Sabrina even said that's not how it happened. Yep. That's not what happened. Like, trying to say, like, I can explain if you let me. But Laverne was like, I ain't even trying to hear it. Like, I already know. So whatever you say is probably just going to be a lie anyway. That's what I'm assuming.
That's what he was saying. Yeah, because you remember when he came in ready. Laverne was like he was on his toes,
boy. Like, this ain't gonna be gone.
Yeah, I will F you up if you come wrong. And then he was like, she's like, you can give me a hug. He was like,
dab it up. Nah.
I was like, okay, wait.
He had some strong energy for her.
Yeah, his energy was real strong and aggressive. Yeah, he was. He was very upset.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he wasn't feeling Sabrina at all. So again, it was messy. It was real messy.
And I want to know.
I'm not really understanding.
Fresh definitely was being messy.
Yeah. But Laverne was being messy too, because Laverne went right out and told Precious,
and got right in his feelings about it too.
And your friend Precious said, your friend. And I was like, okay, what is going on? Is this like they done went back to grade school?
It was childish.
Yeah, it seemed real childish. Like grade school where I like you, you don't like me, but I like you, and I hate you, but I really like you. Like, what was going on? What the
Have the conversation, Have a conversation. Like,
what in the world was at Precious? You see how they calling you out. I'm just letting you know that didn't make you look real good, because Laverne, he straight called you out.
Like Ellen, I think it was Ellen, right? When she said, was it she was mad about Demetrius telling, but now she's telling and talking and ain't even on the show no more.
I know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Why was Precious' name in the conversation about the ladies' lounge vote to put Laverne on the bottom? Somebody is talking.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. There was a conversation.
But I don't know what was the purpose of them talking and telling Precious. And then I don't know what was the point in Precious going and telling Laverne.
But I am shocked, though, that Laverne was sent home. I thought Tori was going to be sent home because he doesn't have connections. So
well, then I guess you done told who got sent home. Oh. Okay, so anyway, we just announced.
Pass out the bag. Spoiler
alert if you didn't watch it.
5 seconds ago. Okay.
We only been on here an hour. So if you didn't know we were going to spill the beans.
Yes.
Guess what? We spilled the beans.
So so Tori got to stay. Laverne was sent home. So there was something going on for Laverne's have been sent home because what was the conversation? Why did the conversation happen? That's what I want to know.
Right. And then all of a sudden, Sabrina got pissed. Sabrina was like, you came in here trying to handle me. You know what I'm saying? Who you think you are? You know, you trying to disrespect me. It's not acceptable. Sabrina got mad, and I was like, okay, I saw that alpha fire come out of her. So I think Laverne was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? He was like, but he was...
he wasn't
backing down at all. You know, Laverne was done. Laverne was done. He could have self-eliminated if as far as mad as he was. Because he was pissed off. He was like, you know what? No. She's like, you over talking me. You making accusations. You don't know this is Sabrina. Girl, he was like,
Laverne, you know, he always gonna come with everything.
Well, like, Laverne, one thing he said is, I'm 44 years old. I've been single this long, and you know what?
And been dating since 44. Yeah. How that happened, Laverne? How you been dating since 44?
He's been dating 44 years. He'll play in the game. Like he said, he ain't insecure. You know, he said he can walk in a room with Obama. And Jay-Z.
A whole bunch of people.
And hold his own. And Jay-Z hold his own in the room. So you know what I'm saying? He's been handling business for a long time. What can you say? You know, Laverne, I'm definitely going to miss you. Because you definitely brought some different kind of chemistry, some different kind of spirit. You're right, Gwen. Gwen said when Laverne walked in the bottom and Precious had to tell him the ladies felt he is still ready to love, he was aggressive towards Precious.
He was. He was upset that he was even there. Like, why am I even explaining myself to you ladies? Like, I'm this way because obviously I don't know you.
Hey, Precious, he throw her under the bus, ran the bus over her. Precious, he don't put your name out. So now we starting to think, girl, you was all upset about Demetrius talking about you, but why you still in the storyline? Why you in the storyline?
And told your friend's business to
you should
burn somebody who told you off. Like, I don't. That's like it's all messy. Like it's like everybody trying to outdo one another. Like I don't know.
It's very, very, very messy. Very.
Well, I hope they address it at the reunion. It needs to be like a 2-part or something.
Yes, it does. Let me see. Okay, so look. Yeah. Okay, so Gwendolyn, I didn't. Gwen, this is our first season.
Second
season. So we didn't see David. So we may have to go back and see David because we did not see David. But if David was acting like Laverne, we may need to binge watch that.
They
choose
season. The same personalities, I'm assuming.
Yeah, right. Are you all feeling that seriously? Do you all? And Gwen, this is a question for you. And if anybody else has been watching season by season, do you feel like they picked the same like personality, even / kind of look? I'm just saying because Potomac, Ready to Love Potomac, and Ready to Love DC. I could just almost tell you who was the different personalities to who, you know, people look like. Just say Precious. I kind of thought she gave me the energy of Courtney. You know what I mean? I thought she had energy of Courtney. Dakiya. I feel like Dakiya could have a mix of energy, but I think she could definitely be a mix of Zadia, a little bit of Zadia, then a little bit of maybe Camille. You think maybe? But what I'm saying is, it seemed like it's like a typecasting thing. Hey, Winnie, how you doing, Winnie? I mean, I'm just saying. So please let me know, what do you all think about that? And what do you say? David tried to fight the ex. Avia Kamisha interviewed the ex. Y'all gotta watch it. Yeah, we gotta watch David.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, we definitely gotta watch. But hey, Winnie, what's going on? They do typecast. That's what I was thinking, Winnie. I swear I thought they typecast because it's just 2 seasons that we watched, and we can already see the different personality. I was telling Jordan when this first came, I was like, oh, she reminded me of her. It's not so much as just a look. It's definitely a formula. It's definitely a formula. So anyway, with that being said, Laverne was sent home, which we already broke it. And I guess next week, they showed the
the best friends. It looks like they're meeting the friends, the men's
friends. So next week is men's night,
and we see Phil again.
Oh God, Phil's gonna be. I didn't know Phil and Donovan.
I know besties.
I didn't know Phil and Donovan were bestie friends, but Laverne was getting in front of 3 enemies. What Laverne? And he was trying to handle his own. Laverne was like, "Look, I got something for all y'all." You know what I'm saying? Knock you out, you out, you out. Mama gonna knock you out anyway. Okay. Anyway, that's what Sabrina said. Mama gonna knock you out anyway. Okay, because Sabrina wasn't having that Laverne. So anyway, but other than that, let me see who else. So thank you all for coming. Thank you
for
so
sticking
much.
with us
Thank
and watching
you for
this
sticking
review.
with us.
All right, Ready to Love. We're gonna be back next week. Also, the men are in the same fraternity as next time.
So we already know what fraternity that is.
Q-Dog. Oh, they're not cute. Oh, I'm thinking of Steve Harvey. Jeez. I'm thinking of Steve Harvey. He's cute. Okay. Kappa's, my bad. He did do the band.
Say, please. You didn't see that? Okay, anyway. Gwen,
no hate. Don't
hey, Gwen, we're going to get on it. Thank you all again so much for coming on. I hope you all come back again. If you're here, please hit the like button.
And
please
subscribe.
Hit the like and subscribe. Mm-hmm. And we will see you next week when we're ready. When we're ready. Next week we'll be ready to love.